XRP is exploding. XRP is now center stage, and everyone around the world is paying attention to XRP, and they're wondering what is going on with this pump, what caused this pump, but more importantly, is it too late to invest? What if I told you that all of the reasons that are spewing across social media about why XRP is pumping, it's all BS. They're lying to you about the real reason XRP is pumping. And today, we're going to lay down the facts. We're going to get to the bottom of what is actually taking place in the XRP chart. And once you know this information, you're gonna know every time right before there's a massive pump in XRP. I'm gonna give you the simple formula, and you're going to be able to follow it for years and years to come, and your bank accounts will be so happy because of it, or more importantly, your XRP wallet. So in today's video, we're gonna cover the truth, and the lies need to stop. I also have a very wild prediction for XRP that I'm going to share with you, and then we're going to discuss, is it too late? Should you be investing right now into XRP? Let's get into it. By the way, breaking news. I want to drop a huge clue because you have one question and one question only in this video. Will XRP continue to pump? That's it. That's what you want to know. And I'm noticing something huge in the chart. There's a huge clue. In fact, it's right in front of your nose in this chart right here. And later in the video, I'm going to drop it on you. It's going to be a bombshell, but that's the thing that you want to know the most. So make sure you share this with everyone in the XRP army. In today's video, I want you to pay attention to this trend line as it played a critical role in the recent explosion of XRP. This is what I had to say 8 months ago about this trend line. Roll the clip. Once price action breaks above this yellow line, that's when an explosion in price will happen. An explosion that XRP hasn't seen in recent years. It'll be significant because you have to think about it. This is a 6-year trend line, 6 years of pent-up aggression. Once you burst through that, it's like the walls will let go and price will just. So you can see what happened to XRP. We had pent-up aggression. We had an explosion, not a little one, not a big one, a massive one, biggest in many years. But here's the key. XRP drops a huge clue well before this boom. In today's video, I really want to break that part down, that secret clue that XRP leaves. Let's break it down. Hi, I'm Steve. I quit my job over 13 years ago, been traveling the world since, thanks to my trading and investing skills. Join me for sponsorship-free TA with genuine value that actually works. Subscribe. So let's break this down. We're going to talk about 4 specific things in today's video, and we're going to talk about them in order. The first thing that we're going to discuss is, what are these lies? What lies are you being told and why they're so ridiculously dangerous for you to hear? The second thing we're going to discuss is the secret clue that XRP drops every single cycle before a huge pump happens. You need to know what this secret clue is so that you can tell everybody about it. It's so important. It's going to make or break your portfolio. The third thing we're going to discuss in today's video is, will XRP keep pumping? It's so important to know. You're in XRP, you like our XRP, you're interested in it, and the only thing you're really wondering is, will it keep pumping, right? And the fourth thing that we're going to get to, the thing that you're really going to want to know, the thing that everybody wants to know, is, what is my wild formation prediction? What is this wild prediction that I have for XRP? We're going to unveil that as well. Those are the 4 things we're going to discuss. Let's start with number 1. We're going to cover them in order. By the way, in my next video, I'm going to give my honest price prediction for XRP. So make sure you subscribe right now. You do not want to miss that. Subscribe. So here we are with number 1. We're talking about, what are the lies? The lies that they're being spewed all over the internet, all over news outlets, mainstream media is throwing it down your throats, screaming that the presidential election is what caused this market cycle boom. It's everywhere. It's all over the news. That is complete BS, and I have all of the proof to back it up. And that leads us into number 2. What is the secret clue that XRP leaves? Because the secret clue completely puts the theory that the presidential election caused this boom in the garbage. That's where it belongs. It's not true. It's not even remotely true. What is true is XRP does the same move every single cycle, and the high majority of people are sleeping on it. You can make so much more money with this simple philosophy. No hype, just facts. Subscribe and relax. Take a look. We have 2 lines on our screen. We have a green line and we have a red line. Everybody can identify the green and the red. Now, when you look at it, the green is the 9 SMA. So you go to your indicators, you type in SMA, you plug that bad boy in, you put them on 9, and the rest is history. You change his color to green. Then you plug on another one. You put that bad boy to 21, and you plug him on red. And you simply look on a 2-week chart when the green guy crosses back above the red. When that happens, it's a huge clue. It happens weeks before the huge explosion in price. In fact, it's the start of the huge explosion. That's where people miss out on massive amounts of gains because they usually get in after the explosion, waiting for the next explosion. It doesn't happen that way. Now, you can see in 2017, we had that green line, boom, cross above the red, well before the explosion. Then we had that first explosion and then that second explosion. Then the whole thing repeated. 2020, bought on the market right here. I sat right here in this chair after XRP was issued a lawsuit. The market started tanking. XRP was in trouble. Everybody was saying that it's done. I sat right here. I said, this line just crossed. Get ready for a huge pump. By the way, shout out to the XRP army. I want you to share this video right now with someone in the XRP army to help them. Share it now. Everyone else on the planet was calling for a huge crash. I am a man of facts and I don't sugarcoat anything, which is why you just subscribe. You've been trying to look everywhere on the internet for someone that doesn't spew hopium. They just spew facts. Sometimes I have things you're going to disagree with, but you guarantee you're coming here to hear facts. Sometimes you like what I have to say, sometimes you don't, but you respect the hell out of it because it's facts. So in 2020, we had this cross back when XRP was at about 20 cents. Everyone was calling for it to go to 0. We said massive explosion underway. Hold tight. We went from 20 cents up to $2. It was enormous. Now, with that, it was the simple cross of the line, right? And if you want to keep it really simple, you can buy when we have the green cross up and you can sell when we have the green cross down. Makes the game really, really simple. Now, when we look at 2023, it was no different, right? It was absolutely no different. And we just had this cross back here, which is going to put to bed anything about the presidential election because we quite literally had the cross in October. October 7th is when the cross happened, and by the time we reached October 21st, it was already official. And last time I checked, we did not have a president yet. XRP had this cross that it's been having every single cycle, which starts the huge explosion, and we had it well before any presidential election. Therefore, throwing that theory in the trash. It didn't have anything to do with this explosion. Instead, what happened is XRP had a cross right on schedule, right on time, and it broke out of a 7-year trend line, something that happens all the time in charts. And I try to warn people all the time. I told you 8 months ago, just keep it simple. Watch this chart. And when you see a break above it, it's going to be a ridiculously huge explosion. It's pretty simple. I also told you the clue of how do you know the explosion is going to happen? Watch for this cross, and when it does, that usually happens a couple weeks before said huge explosion and the start of said huge explosion. So those are the lies you're being told, and that's the secret clue. Let's get to number 3. Number 3 is this thing going to keep pumping? Because that's what you're here for. You really want to know that, and you're really at the edge of your seat waiting for the wild prediction. So let's get to number 3. Will this thing keep pumping? By the way, shout out to the XRP army. If you have held strong over the years, even though you were losing money for years, but you believed in the project and you held on, and now you're in profit, congrats to you. Congrats to anybody who held strong with any investment. You deserve all your success. When you look at will something keep pumping, you want to understand where is it in terms of the overbought, oversold. Enter the RSI into the chat. What we notice is that we're right here in the RSI. Keep in mind, the RSI goes from 0 up to 100. 100 being the most overbought possible and 0 being the most oversold possible. Now, keep in mind, you as an investor, as a trader, want to do the opposite of the herd, meaning if we're down here closer to 0, and the high majority of people are selling, you want to be buying. It's really simple. You don't want to be buying when those idiots are selling. Right now, we have the 3rd highest in XRP history in terms of people buying XRP. So will this thing keep pumping? It looks like there may be a point in time where we need to cool off, but enter this chart into the chat, which will give us a new and improved way of looking at XRP and further identify if this pump will continue. So this is that same RSI on the same time frame of 2 weeks. And what we notice is that XRP enters this box 2 times in each cycle, meaning the first time we enter is here, that first huge pump. We enter here in the RSI. And the second one, we enter here. And the second one happens to be the market cycle top. Then the whole thing repeats. And we enter the first time at the first huge pump. Then we enter the second time at the second huge pump. And once again, the second huge pump is the market cycle top. So why is this important? Well, it's important because we've entered the first time, which tells us if things were to continue, we have a little correction between the first and the second. That little correction was a time to potentially add to your position prior to the second huge pump, which happened in 2017 and 2021. Meaning, will the pump continue? It really comes down to having potentially a little cool off phase and re-entering this box again, which, yes, the pump will eventually continue, but first we may need to take a small breather. Now, let's get to item number 4, the moment you've been waiting for. What is this wild prediction that I have? Well, as you know, we've been covering this chart right here for years. We covered it way back in 2020, and I told you about what happened in 2017. We've been tracking this chart for years. And one thing that I think may be in line is if you look at this and you study what has happened the past 7 years, is we had this singular triangle form. You can see the triangle here, right? It goes up here, it comes down here, and it goes over here. We've got a beautiful triangle in front of us, where 2017 was the biggest, most ridiculous explosion. 2021 failed to make a new all-time high because it got trapped in this triangle formation. In other words, 2017 exploded so much that 2021 needed a whole cycle of taking its breath. And that third cycle is the one that exploded and potentially repeating this pattern. So the wild prediction is that this whole triangle formation could be repeating right now before our eyes. In other words, what we could see happen is this explosion that we're in now could go even higher, and it could go even much higher to repeat what it did in 2017. And the next cycle could be the one where we really take our breath and we repeat this pattern all over again. So, in other words, this cycle that we're in right now could have huge legs left. Time will tell. Hit that subscribe button, share this with the XRP army. Do you want less stress and more success in crypto? Click this video right now.